Yo, yo. Listen, look, listen. Lock in, bro. Lock in. Hey, lock in, dude. We're ace attorneys tonight, okay? Listen, we're here to defend. We're here to get people off the hook. We're here to protect the weak. We're here to right the wrong. We're here to provide justice, okay? Lock in, bro. Lock in. Okay? We got people being accused of things. All right? They didn't do it, maybe. Usually not, but sometimes usually, I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple cases where we got a bastard or two. But listen. Hi everybody. First of all, let me say hi. What up, Cortez? Yo, gaming. What up, guys? He said Cortez. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, today was quite the busy day. It's late start to a stream. Late start. I know. But I'm here. We're here. I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Almost done with the week. Almost done. Title's different? What do you think is different? What do you mean is different? What do you mean? I wasn't gaming. I cook. I don't bag stuff. I flip patties. That's what I do. I do be flipping patties. Oh, and I be throwing like the McNuggets in the fryer too. I'll be doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Up on D2. Yeah, go hop on Destiny too. Dude, I've seen some coverage. Dude, today was a big fucking day, bro. Today there was a state of play like right when I was working, bro. And dude, holy moly, bro. Tokon Fighting Souls, bro. Marvel fighting game by Arc System Works, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Fighters. Dude, I cannot wait. Bro. But Summer's Game Fest is Friday. I'm gonna be live for that for sure. I think it's like at 1 p.m. but I can't wait for that either. I cannot wait. McChicky Creamy, yes. I bet. What about YouTube, Cortez? But yeah, I've seen some gameplay. I've seen some like coverage on Edge of Fate. I like what they're doing with like the exploration. Hey, shut up. I like it's very Metroid-y with like that little ball you turn into, like the morph ball. What up, Blue? What up, Nightbot? What up, guys? What up? Glad you guys made it in. Listen, okay, look, I need to talk about this. Someone can have YouTube. All right, bet. Hey, you guys. Hey, Nightbot, go ahead. Give me something to pin, bro. Cortez here. Cortez has been nice and has given you the pin. W Cortez. Let me pin you right here. W. Okay. Listen, I'm a huge fan of these Ace Attorney games. Okay, that's where my name comes from. Huge fan, and I can't call myself that if I don't play these. These are the only 2 games in the series that I have not touched. There's 2 games in here, and we're gonna play through. I don't know if we're gonna play through them back to back, but this is probably what we're gonna be doing. If not this, we saw the Titanfall 2 thing. I need to talk to Bear and see, because he really wanted to watch me play that. But until we get that situated, we got this. Okay, I'm excited. But what up, the Nightbot? What up, Blue? Hope you all have had a great day. W, Nightbot, W. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna crack the case. The Flash. I'm the Flash. Dude, I'm so excited, man. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Okay, let's go. Special adventure. Oh, man. You see? See that? Great Ace Attorney Adventures, and then we have the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. There's only been 2 of these games. Only been 2. There's got to be a 3rd one coming soon. Every Ace Attorney like series has 3 games to it. So I'm hoping we get a 3rd one. But I think these are the most recent releases. Oh, we get anime? Oh, I'ma shut up.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Damn.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
I didn't do it! Literally holding the gun. Why would you pick it up? Why would you pick up the episode 1? The Adventure of the Great Departure. Okay. Right into it, baby. Right into it. Let's go. That's where Tina. Tina. What up, Boogie? Hope your night's going well. Alright, we have 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendants Antechamber 5. That's a tough word. New hand cannons will be the first one in 5 years? Damn, I did not do that. I did not. Alright, here we go. Jesus. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Yep, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. First case, and we're the ones in trouble? Fuck is this? Oh, it's the bailiff. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares. Damn. Damn. Murderer. Sorry. I'm sorry. They think I did it. Ryunsuke. My name is Ryunsuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumei University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough. Hey, yeah, who's that? Daddy! He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue as he holds up a sword. Hey, I like this dude. Who's got a bandana? The fuck? Yes. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. Man, I like this uniform. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Yeah, look at me. Right, Ryunsuke? Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. Yeah, he'd be like me for real. I'd be saying sorry for no reason. But really, Kazuya? I never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. Ha ha ha! There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumei University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You gotta believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Well... then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunsuke. My man. My man! Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yumei University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Did you just read my mind? What the fuck? Did he just read my mind? I thought I was... Did I say that out loud? The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much, yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. It's been 3 days. Congratulations, Kazuma! Looks like you're gonna get to study abroad at last. Oh, he's leaving. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and success in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. Damn, so this dude's hella smart. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around this temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Oh no, this dude has goals and aspirations. Fuck, I'm scared. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Oh, he's going to the UK? Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city of London together. Oh, good night, Bear. Love you, Bear. Bear, did you get my text? I was just asking, when's your next day off, so we could play. Let me know. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Ooh, we're in a Western... Oh! See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. We're going to UK, bro? Hell yeah. He's like, what, 19, 20? They're hella young. Yeah, if that. If that, Lou. Oldest. Can I check? Oh, I don't have a court record yet. I can check. As soon as I have a court record. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. What happened? Oh, right. The reason why I'm in here. Asugi, may I have a word? The fuck? Maya? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. You get shit from me, bitch, damn liar. I texted you at work, Bear. That's probably why you didn't get it. I don't even have, like... I gotta use the Wi-Fi, and even then it's spotty. Let me check. That should still say sent. But yeah, Bear, I was just asking. I still want to play, bro. I really do want to play fucking Splitgate. But I don't want to play solo. You got a bean burrito. Did you really? He shot... I forgot. No, I didn't shoot somebody, Lou. I didn't. Somebody got shot, and I was just holding the gun. Well, this case has personal significance to me. Never mind that for now. Asugi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Uh-oh. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at a university before. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Okay. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. We're proper. I keep forgetting we're proper. This is like the 1600s? When is this? 1700s? 1800s? When will this be? Uh-huh. Ugh, this is awkward. He left me with this dude. A 5:30 Friday? Bet. I was gonna stream, so I'm gonna stream early on Friday, Bear, but I could stream at night as well. We could probably play then, if you're down. I can play Friday and Saturday nights. That's your only... Bet. Then we'll do one of those days. If not Friday, Saturday for sure, Bear. Probably Friday, though, I'm not gonna lie. Most likely Friday. I'm gonna do 2 streams Friday. I got the afternoon stream for Summer Games Fest, and then I got we'll play at night for sure. Bet. I hope your training's been going good too, dude. I hope work's been good. Love you, Bear. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. Oh, my name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor at forensic medicine at Yume University. Oh, shit. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. Oh, forensics. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma's studying abroad. Oh, he's a good guy. We like him. Oh, damn, Cortez. Yeah, he kind of has a funky mustache, doesn't he? He really does. Asugi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Oh. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asugi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Fuck. So this dude has to get me off the hook, otherwise he ain't going to the UK. Otherwise he ain't going on vacay. Fuck. That shit's loud. Loud. What? No! As I suspected. You were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asugi may have chosen not to tell you. He didn't want me to feel bad. W best friend, bro. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand, once proceedings get underway. What the fuck does that mean? Bro, this is my first trial! What should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not gonna suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so... as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Bitch, am I getting married? What do you mean, I do? I do? But what will the question be? Surely not? Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Surely not? Okay. Of course not. Defendant! Oh, fuck. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Oh. Oh, God, help me. Help me. Where's Asugi? It would seem our Can you stop saying big fucking words? Surreptitious discussions are about to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asugi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Jesus, they just think I did it. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Boom, boom! My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. I know that's words. That's what I'm saying, bro. So what we're going to do is a plea deal. I ain't doing shit. I'm not gonna record this. So, say you did it, and then we can get like a couple years knocked off your sentence. Fuck that. Hell no. 22nd November, 9 a.m. Let's do it. Courtroom 2. I look nervous as fuck. So this is a courtroom. The Supreme Court of hold up. I'm Googling that, bro. How do I pronounce that? No, bro, I'm not going away for 20 to 15 years. Fuck that. This is back then. I think they just shot my head off. Pronunciation. How do I say that? Judicature. Judicature? Judicature. The Supreme Court of Judicature. Judicature? That sounds fucking... Okay. Judicature. I'm about to say that a lot, so... Judicature. No courtroom in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this will be a secret trial. What? For life, bro. I'm cooked. A secret trial. A trial that's close to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now... You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Oh shit, here we go. Oh god, here we... Pain, I get. Ooh. Ooh. We're in. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Ouchie. Oh, is this fucking guy? The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. I didn't do shit. I did not do that, Cortez. I definitely didn't do that. As is the defense. Before we begin, there was one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Look at how nervous I am. Look at my eyes darting around, bro. Holy fuck, you can't see that on the shorts? But on the full screen, bro, like, look at my eyes. Oh no. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? I gotta do it. I have to say me. This is it. This must be the question. I do. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. Oh, fuck. So it's on me. So that my friend doesn't go down with me. Bet. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I do! Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense. Yes! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm fucking cooked, bro. I'm cooked. Oh, what is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? Yeah, bruh. Yeah. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotowa told me everything, just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. No, no, bro, no, daddy, no, it's not that. It's not that. No, bro. No, it's Japan, Seth, we're in Japan. White trip. Fuck off, gaming, bro. It means you have no faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. Now, wait a minute. I know you can. No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Dude, there's no fucking windows open in this courtroom. This dude's bandana is just moving. It's just always moving. This dude has aura. Motherfucker has aura. Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotowa shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Oh, I love this. I fucking love you, buddy. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
That was Kazuma? On point. I like the way he screams. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Yeah. This man hyped me up, isn't that right? Naruhodo-san. Oh! Yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. I can tell. Oh, in fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. I fucking love this dude. I love this man. Every game, Seth, this dude. So we are playing as Phoenix Wright's ancestor. He's like great grandpa for Phoenix. So I assume Aoichi is Payne's great, you know, fuckboy, whatever. Is that something you could do IRL? Yeah, Cortez, it is. You can choose to represent yourself, but you don't want to do that unless, you know, you have some experience. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetuated a most heinous crime indeed. Perpetrated, not perpetrated. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Fucking word. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. Here we go. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning more than I am. Huh. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. I don't fucking know. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But... wait. Oh, I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunsuke. Lock in. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R. Can I do it now? If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press R for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. Here. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. Here we go. Oh, he's 23. Okay. We're not that young. We're not that young. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press V to go back. Kazuma, this is my... this is on PC. That is the got me acting on what, bro? What the fuck is the matter with you? The other dude, Edgeworth's ancestor? I don't know. I don't know who this is. I don't know. 23 is still young. Hella young, bro. That's still super young. Second year at the Imperial Yume University. He's my best friend, and despite being a student, qualified defense lawyer as well. 42, Yujin Mikotoba, a medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He's an authority in forensic medicine, and Kazuma's mentor. Taketsuchi Auchi, the lead prosecutor for this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes the cultural reformation has brought about. John H. Wilson, the victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. Ah, fuck. An English professor got whacked in Japan? Bro, there's about to be a war. Oh, hell no, dude. He wasn't even from around here. Fuck. John looks like he's 60. He looks old as fuck. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, he'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the courtroom, then press X to present. Try it now. Okay. Yes! Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited Yume University 3 years ago. Oh, so he was here for a while. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. Hey, I'm 50. What the fuck you talking about, bro? Get that shit right, gaming. Don't lie about my age, bro. You think I'm a kid? You think I'm 47? That's baby shit. Try 57. Dumbass. British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Is that real? And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education, have you no honor? Ugh, but I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. Fuck. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. This is ballsy. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. They're trying to throw me under the bus? All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Bro, I held a fucking gun. I'm a vampire 494, damn. I'm a mummy. Unker, little bro. Shit, bro, neither. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. I should have left. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. That shit happened right in front of me? So I went over to the professor's table. Oh, I spoke to him and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Oh, now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. I mean, it looked like he got shot. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Oh, I thought he was shot in the head. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. John H. Wilson, male British, 19 November, shortly after 2 p.m. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Okay. It didn't come out. Point blank. So, really fucking close. The cause of death. Well, obviously, that was, Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Look at this badass pin. Yeah. Oh, my fault.
Yes!
Yes! They fucking will, so that feeble government. I'm saying this dude's ballsy. What up, Noodles? Yeah, Noodles, what's up, Noodles? Welcome in. How was your Wednesday, Noodles? Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. I can't even read. He's just like me. In the West, the doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, the police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. That shit ain't right. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Well, this is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. They had cameras back then? Damn! You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. Point blank. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Wimpy ass. We're new. Seth, you seen us? We're nervous, bro. We're nervous. We can't even... We're blanking out. We're nervous. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. Modern. A photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front and the chest and subsequently died. Okay. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Oh shit. Certainly, Your Excellency. So formal. So without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of this case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Ugh. This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Yeah! Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asugi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. W. Okay. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Fucking headband. Dude, literally, look. There's no draft in here. Holy moly. What up, guy? Can't play Calamity? I'm waiting on all the mods to adjust. Still noodles? Holy moly. What up, guy? What the fuck? What happened? What? I just got a new weapon for my boy Eric and Dragon Quest. It's boomerang, the red cross blades, and 3 sides of the castle. I was gonna say that's. I was gonna say it's like the fucking cross. It's like the cross boomerang. Yeah, gaming, you're ruined. I'm not gonna lie. That's just fucked up. Did he look like that? I wasn't even looking. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Hosonaga. Of course, my name is Satoru. Gojo? My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called Le Carnival. Hey, bro, what the fuck? Are you good? Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, Are you okay? It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. This dude's fucking dying? He's just coughing up blood like no big deal? It was back then, bro. What are you gonna do? You go to a doctor, he'll fucking, like, shove a nail down your throat and say, like, alright, get out of here. You're fixed. Like, what are you gonna do? Shut up, gaming. Well, it really should. Yeah, it should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. It's just cocaine down your hands. Literally, at once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring, maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in that place. Jesus, brother. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes! Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him!
Objection!
Oh, this bitch. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But why would I pick up the gun? The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryusuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. Just chill. And shut the fuck up. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today? Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing besides the victim? Bro, you coughing the food like that? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Fuck. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter, Ryusuke? That's just not right. He's fucking lying. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... The fuck? There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Ooh, really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Wait. Wait and see. Wait and see. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Be a black sludge. He's a heartless. It's red. It's not black. It's red. I think he's coughing up cranberry juice. Hawaiian punch. Ryunsuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I'd never have gotten into Yume University otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. They told me not to say anything, Kazuma. Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just gonna shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we gonna do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? He's super pale. You're right, Seth. He's fucking pale as hell. Look at him. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. As it was. Please have a look if you'd like to. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Hi, baby. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. He's kind of cute, though. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yeah, give me that shit. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Oh, fuck. Yo, is he good? Bro, can we get like a doctor in or something? Jesus. So? The court has now heard a precis of the case. That's what I'm saying, Seth. That's what I'm saying. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. No? No? Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. There we go. Cortez, here we go with this fucking plea deal. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. So, decapitation by sword or decapitation by, like, spoon? I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. You got more witnesses, bro? Yo, usually there's like one. At the beginning, there's usually one or two, maybe. How many more fucking witnesses do you have? Look at how nervous I am. I'm gonna shit my pants. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Sword or mace? Kazuya Ryumishi, whatever the fuck is it? Yeah, look, they're all pretty. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikobata said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. Stop being a little bitch and come on! As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? No, Daddy, no. What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Oh, fuck. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Yo, I won't be like Cosmo, bro. Look at how nervous I am. Fuck. Come on, dude. Indeed. And it catches it? 101 of the OG Pokemons? What the fuck? Seriously? Why? What is it, like a anniversary or something? A new party member? Who you gonna get? A mage? A thief? Indeed. Prosecutor Aoichi, please continue with the proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Man. Ugh. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witness. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Oh, plural. Plural? The fuck are these? Oh yeah, they were in the cutscene. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. 2 at once, bro? Yes, sir, the great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Iesa Nosa, reporting for duty, sir. Oh, shit. Fuck's wrong with your head? Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon. It's just Japan. And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd district. Curio Korekuta, at your service. Curio. Well, W. Eric, bro. Yeah, I love thieves. I do love thieves. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. Alright, so who did it? They must be diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently, converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiquities, or antiques, and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with a rich clientele. Ah, smart though, am I even gonna lie? Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this atrocious incident. Is that correct? Oh, I do. Oh, let me take one off. Fuck. Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there. What the fuck was that? Did he just sound like a baby? Unloaded his firearm. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. Did he just make a fucking baby noise? Or am I tripping? But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise. Yeah! What the fuck? So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. 2 witnesses. Hell, 3. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment of the incident occurred. Yes, sir. Stand... What the fuck is that? Standing by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. I knew it, Seth. I knew it. You need a healer. What the witnesses saw. Okay. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly... Okay. And from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. In other words, you guys didn't see shit. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Why the fuck did I do that? After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. English-made gun. Oh, hey, that's important, bro. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up... Fuck. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never played those, Seth. I wonder if it's like that in all the games. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this...
Yes!
Shut the fuck! Wait a minute! Why did I put my hand up so... Why did... I'm so scared. Please help me, Kazuma. 2 guns, second shooter. You think there was 2 people involved? You think there's 2? There was a second shooter. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense demands its right to a cross-examination. They did, yeah, they had to. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. What's it to you, Ouchie? I fucking love that man. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma's so commanding. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. I do. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. I'll beat them. I'll beat them off. Let's do it. All right, then. It's all or nothing. Let's do it. Exactly. No, I already have something in mind, gaming. Look, check this shit out. What the witnesses saw. I'm mostly interested in it because none of us have the art. I'm not curious about the cover art, but also has, it was on sale. Oh fuck! That's a that's a steal, Seth. And you're enjoying it. That's what's most important. What the witnesses saw. Okay. I was ingesting regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a technical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of particularly fine... Okay, I know. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the Englishman civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. So while this dumbass was on the floor looking for his treasure, military man over here says I shot the dude from the back. This is some bullshit already. This is, yeah, Seth? Yup. This is some bullshit already, bro. Ugh. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Listen, Ryunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing R. Go through each witness's statement and the details about each piece of evidence. Compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. Inconsistency. Shit. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with X and rip the witnesses apart. Okay, man. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement. Alright. I'll give it a try. Okay. Let's do it. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you'd like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. I love this man. I love this man! Alright. Here's the thing, gaming. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here. This shit right here. I fired on the English civilian from the back. Well, here's the fucked up part. We have a picture. So the bullet didn't exit. It stayed in the body. So if I fired from the back, what the fuck is this hole doing on his chest? You get it? Magnifying glass. Hole. Let's do this.
Yes!
I love this. I don't even know what to do. I've never done this. What do I do? Everybody's like, yeah? Go on? Heck yeah, Climo. Keep climbing. What are you even playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. Inconsistency. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there's no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. Oh, this is so frustrating. Kazuma. There we go. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma. What? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at this photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Iasanosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back. Boom, boom, from the back. The cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed a crime with my own military-grade eyes. You need some new fucking eyes,
Yes!
then. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. I'm excited. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? What the fuck is that, sir? Sir. I see why he didn't see. Yep. Yep. That kind of scared me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, well. What the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again? Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Motherfucker was babysitting. Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharged, my eyes were... Look at the fucking baby! Firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. Oh, he was busy eating. Look at the fucking baby. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yesa Nosa. Yesa Nosa. Like yes sir, no sir. I get it. Did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Ugh, that's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Hey yo, tell him, Kazuma, tell him, daddy. Let's go. Yep. We got an award. We got an award. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. Yo, man. The thing you do is craft your own weapons and series to find around the world from enemies. You craft that shit? Hey, that makes for some dope weapon building, though. I'm not even gonna lie. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Oh, he said it! But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
Yeah, you're right. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment of the victim was shot either? No. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Indeed, the Holy Era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion where I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Razute. Can you just speak normally, sir, please? In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my holy treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. Alright, Yoda, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished, so you got robbed. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded holy treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. You never fucking found it. I see. Now, Monsters and Dungeons, and I'm writing a fucking special crawler. His name is Rob. You get to name it, Seth? You get to name it? That's sick. That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prized coin for himself. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness's testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive, no matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. It's true. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm innocent. What is your position, Prosecutor Awuchi? Ha ha ha. Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the What the fuck? That's some fortune cookie shit. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. A wolf. Might witness have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruto. Okay, bro. Like, leave me alone. He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh. Didn't even do anything. Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Get your fucking baby out of here, bro. Go feed him some, like, applesauce. Cute little fucker. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Ido. Tension. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my... Ew! He gave him a fucking military cut. Look at his cut. Why'd you do that to him, bro? Also, wipe that booger. That shit's coming out of his nose. Alright. The true culprit. Okay. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Huh? Yes. Pointing his gun at the foreign man he was. That young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Oh fuck, that one's tough. I didn't... these testimonies are so... Oh, damn. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, he wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of his outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Bro, did I see a fucking ghost? Ugh. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Oh shit. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Take it away from him. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Ugh, this doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. A bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. Just one. So that just means whoever was with him didn't eat. I don't understand. What's going on here? Am I being set up? Look at that. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Taketsuchi Auchi, would have contributed to the amity of these two great empires in an honor. Jesus, I'm fucking losing it, bro. How could this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. No, stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Jesus, Seth. This was feudal Japan, so like they were very much not good people. They were it was Broly who shot him. It was Broly. He just breaks in. I did it. He just couldn't handle the guilt. Arrest me, I did it. Oh, I can't fucking sleep. Alright. What did they say what was... I don't... The true culprit. Okay, hold up. This one isn't really easy, or easy to spot. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment. Okay, this charge, same thing. Pointing his gun at the foreign man. Okay, everybody saw that. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. You see, that's the fucked part. That's not true. There was somebody else there, but how can I don't have anything to prove that. This doesn't back me up. This floor pan drawn doesn't back me up. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. What do you think, Ryusuke? Help. What's the matter? I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial, Kazuma. Help me. No. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect the witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? Oh, we get to press? You can choose to either press or present against each of the witnesses' statements. Bet. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on, okay? Press him! With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. I did it! I can't sleep, take me to jail! Fucking Broly. The important point is there's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witnesses on it, and press them hard. Alright, got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant. I'm sure of it. In one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. There we go. It's time to press them for all they're worth. My fate depends on it. Alright, we're getting confident. Let's go, Ryusuke, let's go. Even if what I saw was the... Okay. Pointing... Okay, that's fine. Furthermore, visual source to the premise of time. Let's press this. I don't like that.
Yes!
Because we know, Seth? Yeah, this is tough because we know there was somebody there, but we don't have the evidence to prove it. So we just gotta... We gotta fake it. We gotta fake it, man. You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
Oh my god. As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know. Of course the place is almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. True. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? Here we go. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hara Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder... What do you think, Ryusuke? Huh? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Okay. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? I mean, why not? I got nothing else going for me, bro. What if I just ran around looking for a white woman in a blue dress? Dude, it would be... It's clear. I don't know. Something weird's going on, bro. Everybody's saying no. They didn't see her. I don't know. There's something weird going on. What character I play in Isaac? Any character, I have them all unlocked. If you want, I'll list them all. List them all. I'll tell you. But yeah, dude, if you see the trilogy go on sale, bro, either trilogy, because there's two now. There's Phoenix Wright's trilogy, which is Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, and Justice for All. There's Apollo's trilogy. They're just as good. There's like Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. They're all great. I'm not gonna lie. Ask for it to be submitted. Let's go.
Yes!
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witnesses' testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Back me up, Cosmo, back me up. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Dude, I'm so glad Cosmo is here. Holy shit. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Disturbing trend. Flexing basic rights. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Isaac Magdalene came in the baby center. Do Jacob. Medical report card. Medical report card from Hada Clinic that was found in victim's pocket. Yeah, do Jacob stuff. What the flash? Do the flash. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you'd like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. The fuck does that mean? Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korakuda-san. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself. What? Can I look at this? It's just a medical report card. That's it.
Yes!
Let's press that. Let's press that. Somebody was there. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget, the incontestable evidence, we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beef steak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Why the fuck are they all lying? Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the engagement. Okay, hold up, let's press that.
Yes!
Just because I don't know. Because I don't know. Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Look at them. They know, too. Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. I'm cooked, bruh. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. I'm fucking cooked. Every time we get an item, take stats down, put stats up without the downside, so we pick up rock bottom, so we got 20 direct base damage. What the fuck? Really? That's sick as hell, Seth. But that can't be easy to unlock, though. That's gotta be tough to unlock. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is a blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. I hate this fucker. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Oh, well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. He's not lying. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. There we go. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A, and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use stick, right stick. Yeah, okay. Let's look at it. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. By using stick. I'm not doing that. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. Excuse me. If the crosshair starts to pulsate, press A to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use right stick, left stick, and A to inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious. Okay. I can't read Japanese. I can't find anything out of place. Name, John Wilson, Hada Clinic. It says Hada Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics, almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Ugh, I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life. Most people would give their right arm to have only one cold in their whole life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. I'll go to bed and wake up early for... Go. Fucking... Okay, gaming, you do what you gotta do, bro, but thanks for hanging out. Go to bed. Sleep well. Boss Rush. Oh, you gotta be Boss Rush with... Oh, Jacob and Isao. But what's their gimmicks? Like, do they start with, like, no health or gray hearts or whatever? Here we go with this shit. Okay. Dentist. Oh, it's a fucking dentist. It's a dentist. It looks like this medical report card was first issued quite some time ago. It's probably a record of long-term treatment, that's why. With the family doctor, I imagine. Well, I can't imagine. Going to a doctor, I mean. As long as I'm alive, I'm never consulting one. Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So, you don't like doctors then? Why would you? They make you drink horrible-tasting medicine. They give you painful injections. And they demand lots of money from you for the privilege, all when you're at your lowest ebb. You sound like a model patient. With a bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is very bitter medicine indeed. Boy went to the dentist. What the fuck is all this? Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure, until anesthesia effects have passed. There we go. That's it. Yo, two-time. Bye, two-time. Bye, time. Have a good one. There we go. 3 hours. And he had just had the appointment at 1 p.m. He can't eat anything for 3 hours. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report cards. Okay. All right. Okay. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. Dude, let's do this shit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment, the firearms charge is almost the same thing. Here we go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Dining all by himself. But which one is it? This one. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this. Oh, fuck, I pressed. Sorry. Sorry. I've done this. My apologies. My apologies. That sound is your subscribe noise? Yeah, it is. The adding evidence to... Like, when evidence gets added to the court record, yeah, that's the subscriber. And the follow notification. Who the fuck is that guy? Who, MJ? The old dude? These guys are all liars. That's what they are. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry, skip this. There's no way he could have been there's no way now. We got this shit. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's gotta be this last one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the noise. Yo, thanks for following Gaming Shrimp. Shrimpy. Kachowdy, what did it do? Murder. And false accusations. And liars. These guys are all liars. This old dude with the long ass ears and this man. That's what it do. What up though? What up though, Shrimp? What up, what up? How's your night going? He's gotta be here. Dining all by himself. It's gotta be this, right?
Yes!
Well, I think... I'm still nervous. I'm still so nervous. All of them? Oh yeah, so this is like... What? Like feudal Japan? Right? 1650... Anyways, it's like way back in the day. MJ. But we're playing as, yeah, what Seth said. This is Phoenix Wright's, like, great ancestor. Old school stuff. Really old school. I think, about what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. Kazuma's my best friend. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Huh. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright. And thanks for the advice, buddy. Yeah, deep breath, deep breath. Let's go. Lock in, Ryunosuke. Korakuda-san. This is a medical report card belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You're not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Bullshit. But that's, Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. That's bullshit! Just immediately start, like, swearing up a storm. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. This is surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witnesses' testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly have perpetrated it. Whoa, shit. I didn't even click that. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic. Yeah, find your balls, now hold on. Let's go, bro. Ryusuke's got this shit. Is that supposed to mean something to me? He wasn't. Shrimp, he's new. He's getting there, though. Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, lock in. If I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. That can. Korakuda-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. We're going in, but that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Ooh. Expertly done, partner. Let's go. Chorizo con papa? Damn, Seth. Don't say that, you're gonna make me hungry. The music. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at the photographic evidence. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table. Objection! This confirms, actually, what I've been saying all along. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryusuke? Yes, most definitely. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? Let's go. The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel. Counsel? Oh, yeah, that means me, doesn't it? Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... this one, bro. An as-yet unknown third party. Oh, it's Absol. Whoa. Please. 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 Whoa. Whew. Slam that shit. Obviously, it could only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
Obviously the judge. Yo, Melon. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
Yes!
Oh, this is bullshit. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witnesses' testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, get your fucking thing out. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial, relentlessly. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them, those two witnesses in the stand. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you are deliberately lied when giving your test— oh, they're lying under oath. Obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And, since this is a murder trial, he will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit? In murder? No. No! Yup, bro. That fucking baby's gonna grow up alone. Give me that baby. I'll feed it chocolate. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. Huh? Tactical. I was just following orders. That's right. As the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Who's they? Oh, I fucking knew it, bro. This shit stinks. I didn't get it, no. Mimic orbs keep tricking me. Yeah, Melon, like, I think Mimic is the only ghost that can give 4 evidence types. So if you collect 4 evidence types, it's a Mimic. Every time. Every time. Every time you see ghost orbs, you want to just try to get everything. You want to try to get everything for a Mimic. So I think it's like UV, Temp, and Spirit. Ghost Riding? Negative temps, and yeah, you want to get those, because then that would be 4, plus ghost orbs. Phasma was so much fun. What? What did you just say, Kurokuda-san? Oh, no. You were just following orders. Now hold on, lad. I was, say you never saw the gentlewoman? Oh, you've gone and done it now, you old fart. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean... You saw the victim with the lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
Mm-hmm. What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? This isn't even his fault, bro. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna lie, that's not the prosecutor's fault. These guys are just... So the prosecution isn't in on it. Who's hiding that witness? Or that lady? Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue. The gentlewoman shrimp. This stinks. Order, order. Counsel, explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well... That's classified. Sure, you want to go to jail. Yeah, pull on his mustache, bro. Slap him straight. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. Oh, I would. Yeah, this is happening. Ryusuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aoichi had any idea about it. I don't think so either. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It can only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence the witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly... Yeah, what the fuck? What do we have to prove this? Where's that wind coming from? We were talking about that earlier, Shrimp. Fucking Kazuma just has aura. Dude is just the main character. He really is. Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing. And what does the defense have to say about this, well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... Bruh, I don't know. This guy, this waiter is the only one left. I didn't get a chance to examine my... Oh, I can't. I have to pick. It's gotta be the waiter. He's dead. It wasn't the prosecutor. And it wasn't Mikotoba. That dude's he's our friend. Do you think it's the teacher? No, he's with us. He's backing us up. This dude was fishy. He gave us his... I wanted to investigate the card he gave us because he didn't want to give it to us, remember? We were like, we're going to admit your drawing because he wrote it on the back of his business card. And he was like, oh, do you have to take it? And we were like, yes, it's evidence. And he started coughing up a storm. Hey, what up, Epic? It's alright. Better as a late Skittle than a never Skittle, you know? Let's just present this guy.
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier? Can I... We can. Okay. Why him, though? Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. He's not a fucking waiter. He's not a waiter. Well, that's unexpected. What is this? Look, do you see? It says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job? Oh, Chief Inspector. Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence, and if they're wielding it somehow here... Fuck! What the hell is going on? Yo, AJ, congrats on passing the bar. Bro, I'm not even... I haven't even passed. I'm over here defending myself. I'm completely new to this. I'm nervous as fuck. He's a narc. He's a cop. But posing as a waiter? On some undercover shit? But why? Who is he investigating? And why is he hiding the woman?
Objection!
Poppycock. Don't say that shit, bruh. It's really bad language. What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter cannot have possibly had that level of... Well, he's not a waiter, Aochi. He doesn't know. For once, I would agree with you. Hide the blow. Hide the blow. If that is, the man truly were a waiter. Yeah, he's not. What? If you truly were? What up, though, AJ? How was your Wednesday? Hoopcock. Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity, as proven by this evidence.
Yes!
Let's get it, bruh. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in the question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Oh, sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yeah, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. That's confusing. Just tell him to flip the card around. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of the business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So witnesses there in the stand. Uh-huh. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Just tell me, bro. I know it was. Who the fuck said hold it? Thank you. This fucker did it. Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Yeah, I remember this, of course. Here you are. I was wondering, bro. I was wondering why he was so nervous. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So, you mean to say, you really are a detective? Fuck, but why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course. Oh, I skipped that, I'm sorry. I was working undercover, of course. Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there, as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to the case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Yeah, why are we hiding her? Oh, there he goes coughing at this poor fucking dude. Correct, Your Excellency. Oh, he's just admitting it. Unbelievable. As I suspected. Did you shoot him? No. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. Okay. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Oh, so this dude, he's just working for somebody else. Special orders? You mean to say, remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once? It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The fuck? Why not? The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an English woman as a primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. It's all to just... they're just scared. It's not right. They're just scared. Yo, Fives! Yo, what's up, Fives? What up, Fives? Good morning? Buenos dias? By the way, Fives, Mari, we've been watching all of the snaps, dude. Bro, I'm so jealous. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun. Bro, we gotta go. Like Mari and I. That shit was crazy, Fives. I didn't know you liked Studio Ghibli like that, dude. You have great taste. I love those movies. You were late, Shrimp. Sorry. The mining escaped. Wow, so they really are willing to throw me under the bus just because they don't want to, like, break the treaty with Britain. But damn. The English shot each other, huh? One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman. Oh, shit! What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. And the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory at Yume University's medical faculty. Oh, wow! Kazuma just knew! Fuck, dude! Oh my goodness! Dude, Kazuma is... yeah, bro. Yeah, fives. We're super... We're gonna try, bro. We really are gonna try to go. But we'd have to go to, like... I'm pretty sure everybody does this, like, but during, like, cherry blossom season. We really want to see that stuff, but... it looked like a lot of fun, dude. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. Oh yeah, he's just coming out with it. And ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. At least he's owning up to it. Okay, I can respect that. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. Let's go, Judge! Let's go, Judge! Back me up! But Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. So what? Our own government would surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Also, Five, did you go to a fucking Tyler, the Creator concert? Did I see that, bro? You fucking went to Chromacopia? Inspector Hosonaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. Yeah, bring that bitch here, dude. It's time. At once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem. Oh, Jesus, poor fucking guy. Nothing will get in my way. Except your illness, but you're coughing up blood, brother. Is he our Detective Gumshoe? It's sad. He's not as goofy as Gumshoe, but he's pretty cool. I went to Copenhagen for Tyler. Go to Japan. That's fucking sick, Vibes. That's so cool, bro. Oh, man. Dude, you had a fucking dope trip, Vibes. Not even gonna lie, bro. Dope trip. I know who it is. Who is it, Seth? Tell me. W Judge for real, Shrimp. W Judge. Court will adjourn briefly. Okay, let's gather ourselves. Break. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency. Bow. Good. Then we'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. It's a Hyperlagaiacrus with a deviant Brachydios. I'm not gonna lie, Seth. I was thinking the exact same thing, bro. Big brain shit. I'm happy with my work today. What have you been up to, Noodles? This is crazy. First case in and we have a break in recess? Bro, this game is nuts. First trial, we have 2 parts to it. What the fuck? That never happens. Well, it happens a couple times. But still, I'm surprised that, like, the scope of this. 2 witnesses, 2 testimonies at once. I'm not happy with my an hour and 55 minutes. Yeah, you got to do like 3 cases at night. Maybe it's a Silver Rathlos and Dread Queen Rathlos. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about that, but then I saw the slime, and I thought, yeah, it's a Brachydios. And you know, Brachydios just be hanging out with Lagiacrus. You know, that'd be happening. A biology lab where the hardest part was probably Excel and a good bit of math. Excel is fun, but that shit can get confusing really fast. Well done. Well done, my boy. Well done, Noodles. Fucking kicking ass, dude. Hell yeah, Epic. Hell yeah. I want to be an orange one. Can I be an orange Skittle, please? Excellent work, Riensuke. That was superb. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. Fuck. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it. It's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain. Is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Okay. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was taken into fucking custody, bro. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, and then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table. I noticed there was a gun laying on the floor, and just after I bent down and picked it up... Damn! Negative aura. Yo, Phoenix was nervous at first, bro, but he got it. He got it eventually. I like how they're really showing like our anxiety and just inexperience, you know, his eyes darting all over the place, just him being awkward. I love that shit. Because you know he's gonna lock in. You know. It's gonna happen. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. And he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. I want to murder whoever made it so that while I'm typing and move to the left, I can use the arrow because it'll just fuck off to a different cell. That's ass. That is ass, Noodles. First to become Skittle, you might say M&Ms are bad, Skittles are good. Then you may be Orange Skittle. M&Ms are bad, bro. Well... Shit, I don't think I could be a Skittle. Smash? Who are we talking about? Kazuma? Yeah, we fucking... Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Dude, I can't wait. Me and Kazuma are gonna be like kicking ass, bro. Yes, it seems you've planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why... I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study towards Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you feel that way. Kazuma. Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes, you need to prove your innocence, and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Really? Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA, and it was I who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. Just to save face. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. Say squash. I've no doubt that your pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Let's get this shit. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. That's gotta be Maya's ancestor. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. That's gotta be Maya's. Great. Defendant Naruhodo. Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. Oh shit, here we go. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow. Before those old fossils know what's hit them. I fucking love you, Kazuma. Kazuma? Yo, Night Owl? What? Thank you. Really. How's your night going, Owl? Now, Night Owl? What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd have already been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. Now kiss! If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really gonna give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Maya, they gotta be related, bruh. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. Always, bro. We always gotta go fucking eat, man. Oh, fuck. I just thought about something. I'm not gonna say it. How about you? Hey, not so good. Now, we're on trial for murder. I didn't do it, but they think I did. But besides that, it's going pretty good. Can I bring a sword to a court case? No. Unless you're back in feudal Japan. This takes place, like, way back then, as you can tell. Like, way back then. Like they're dude, Noodles, they're saying pictures are like modern technology. They're like, look at this drawing with incredible details type shit. It's like 1600s type shit. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunsuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aoshi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yeah, bring this bitch out here. Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Good? Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founders? Founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. Damn, Kazuma! Easy! You're gonna get arrested for talking like that, bro! You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunsuke. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up. Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy. You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. He locked in. He wiped that spit right off his fucking face. Ace now orange skittle. W, Epic, thank you, man. Yes, dude, that's all I wanted, Epic. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Wow. Wow, okay, Ryusuke. Yup. Well said, Ryusuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. Look at his eyes, bro. I love these. You little brats. Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume, with the next witness taking the stand. Yo, bring it. The visiting student from Great Britain, Ms. Giselle Brett. Finally, dude, let's do this. Your Excellency. Bow. Let's do it. Oh. Oh. Well, why are you here? Wow. Ah, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land. Tea. Someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea. Oh, shit. Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. My name is Satoru Sanaga. Alright, Satoru. I've been working undercover as the head waiter at Le Carnival, but my true— Yes, we know all about you already. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Ryusuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Really? I thought you liked me. Guilty. So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. Excuse me. What the f— What? Oh, what the fuck does that say? There's an I. Oh, she's speaking English, bro. We're Japanese. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yo, Ink. Yo, what up, Ink? We're winning trials. We're getting to the bottom of it. We went through quite a bit to get this lady on the stand. Why is she speaking cursive? I'm thinking because she's speaking English. Let's see. Yup, we didn't understand that. Is she a doctor? She's a student studying to become a doctor. She's a student from abroad, from Britain. She's studying abroad here in Japan. If you're in Japan, I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what? Yeah, this is sick. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in Yume University's medical faculty. Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British— Yeah! That's sick! Unintelligible, yeah! That's fucking cool. She already got the handwriting down. That's true! She got the doctor handwriting. Fucking chicken scratch. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song. Okay, Oichi, come on. She's not gonna smash, bro. As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Oh, okay, Kazuma, he was going to Great Britain. I'm sure he knows a bit of English. Yeah, I agree. He was going to the UK. Ha! You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Your English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryusuke. Okay, we know a bit of English too. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? I can't read that, bro. That's just, yeah. She says, yes. Okay. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese? That's what I'm... Yeah, yeah. She would have learned... Yeah, exactly, Noodles. What's going on? She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. I'm sure. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau. Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? How long has she been studying here? A couple months? She just got here. Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say... Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You gotta believe me, I didn't do it. Order in the court. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Oh shit, Kazuma. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Okay. Okay. That means yes. That's universally yes. It was a Shagohod. Shagohod! Proved one skill land skills have hit M&M's ever since. W epic. That's some good lore. Your Honor, her pants... Your Honor, she's lying. Any evidence? Her pants are on fire. You know, as they say. Are you playing as Phoenix Wrights? Yes. So in these games, a lot of the characters we see are like distant great relatives of this. Yeah, the main character, Ryunosuke. Yeah, he is related to Phoenix Wright, like a great ancestor, grandfather type shit. Yes. So we might see some other relatives of characters we know, like this dude Kazuma. He could be related to. Well, he wouldn't be related to Mia and Maya. Or he could be. Or maybe he's related to Edgeworth. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. A frightening and sorrowful sight. Whose butts then? I don't know. We'd have to see. This is the first trial, man. We're just getting into this shit. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Okay. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. I'm pressing the fuck out of the lady in her duck hat. Chicken-ass hat. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
Quiet, you filthy wretch. Alright, easy. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. Look at the Snow White angel. Okay, here we go, this shit. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is gonna believe. You didn't have to point out. Okay. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But she's lying. Oh God, the bitch is lying. He's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements. But shut up, my. Oh, go. You remember Larry? Dude, he saved us a couple times too. He is, dude. Literally, yeah. He's under Snow Bunny mind control. You're right. You're right. That's what I'm saying, Noodles. She's not smashing. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before, and reported it back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there was nowhere about her person where she could have concealed a firearm. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Literally in her hat. Unless and until the precise location where the witnesses to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witnesses' own words on the matter. Ugh, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Hey, chill, Runescape. We're gonna be arrested on another crime, bruh. Don't think about doing anything rash, Runescape. But I didn't fire the gun, I picked it up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. The fuck? Hey, shit, sweet lady, don't be smiling at me like that. I'm bringing her down. The defense may now cross-examine the... Okay. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Fuck she's smiling at? She kind of bad. Chill, bro. Is she Aegis or Stroheim? I have no fucking clue, Shrimp. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late lunch. Okay, that's fine. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak. Okay. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor and they got into a fierce argument. Bullshit.
Yes!
I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over to say hello. Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. I'm afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese. Okay. No, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. English is the future. We must all Can I say that? We must all supiku Inglishu. I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only in the presence of a beautiful woman. That boy's a traitor! Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. And that part ties in with what you said, doesn't it? Yes, I still had some coffee to drink. And the next time you got up after that was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave. There she goes to smiling again, bro. Ooh, I'm gonna wipe the fucking smile off your face, Brett. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Speak Japanese, bitch. I know you can. Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes.
Yes!
So he stops. Like I said, I did not shoot that gun. And like I said, there's no point in repeating that assertion over and over. Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side. Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand. Well, yeah, that's true. But all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes, there was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time. The highly suspicious... That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel. Dirty? Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy. seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours. What nonsense. The lady is merely stating what she saw. And this is already an international incident, as far as I'm concerned anyway. It is. It is, bro. A Brit got shot in Japan. I don't carry a gun myself, so I obviously couldn't have been the culprit.
Yes!
It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely. I verified it personally. Excuse me? You verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident. I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not." That's it? That's all you did? You just asked her? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. No, son of a bitch. Oh god, bro. Why on earth not? The Honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into that matter. Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps. Think what you will, but if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts. In other words, he wants evidence. Ugh. It came to me in a dream. Dude, this is yes. Yeah. The lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave. Oh. Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there. Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime, which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course. Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you. Shut up. Your Honor, you weren't even there. You weren't even there. So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him. Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie. Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform. I'm dressed exactly the same as you are. The exact same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons. Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room. Only too well. I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. The first thing to do is press her on any of the statements that seem even slightly off to you. Do that, and an opening will present itself. I promise you. I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination. Okay, maybe I gotta press something at the beginning. Nuh-uh! He does, Epic. Yep, he really wants her.
Yes!
Press everything. When in doubt, press everything. After 2 p.m., in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Objection!
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue, isn't that right? No, I can read that. I can read that. Ugh. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Ms. Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. And he couldn't eat. That all makes perfect sense. Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence that fine gentlewoman is. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over and... Okay, well this is the last one.
Yes!
He was unable to eat, you say. And that was because he just had a tooth removed at Hana Clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying event. Hold up, wait a minute. Exactly as it was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience. Wait a fucking minute. To have traveled to a distant island on that far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this horrible plight. Okay. How would you rather? You gotta climb off it. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. It would have been too early. Shrimp, I think it was like from like 10 a.m. to 1, I think? I don't know. It was early. At that point, you get breakfast, not lunch. That's right, other than some carbonated water. Just water? Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryunosuke, about the witness's last statement? It's meaningful, because I think there's... I'm sorry, is there not wine at the table? Ah, no, it's carbonated water. What's water, alright. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, if they both toasted, then why isn't there 2 cups? There's only 1 cup. Wait a fucking minute. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Well, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. Thank you, Kazuma. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well sidestepped, counsel. She's drinking from the plant. You're right. Damn. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm gonna remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. I love you. I ordered a beefsteak for myself, and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Oh yeah. Interesting, considering there's only 1 fucking glass at the table.
Yes!
That's it. He was actually, dude, he was thinking hard. Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, it's odd. Very odd. Dear me. What's odd is the defense's inability to express itself. Ugh. Ryunosuke, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The cheers? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Oh. You're quite right, counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minute? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Objection!
Minute, I can't pronounce that, you say. Could it be that the detective here removed the glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you gonna try to tell me you can clink with only 1? Mm-hmm. You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. So there was 2 glasses. Why is the other one missing? Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Brett? What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious. Sorry. Man. Who's clearly biased. Yeah, he's a detective. I wouldn't say he's... Well, the thing is, Noodles, he had orders from higher-ups telling him to hide her presence. And I know the reason why. Because apparently they just signed... Japan and UK just signed this treaty, and they don't want... You know, considering an Englishman was shot, and that an English woman could be a suspect, they're like, yeah, let's not mess up with our good relations that we just signed with Britain and hide her presence. Wow. So you just apologize, huh? Sorry? Okay. Off the hook. Sorry I shot him. There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? That's absurd. Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief? I'll do you one better. I'm going to accuse her of... Ooh, I don't want to... Ooh. No, this can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. Yeah, Ink, I think so, bro. But I can't prove it. Not yet. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. Hosonaga, you said she couldn't have hidden a gun. Maybe not on her person, but she had a fucking handbag? Brother. A handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. Oh. So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. That's not for you to decide. Aoichi, this student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. Get her? Yeah. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know, really. If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yeah, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's... the handbag. The fucking handbag. Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Damn, Epic. I'm not even gonna lie, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're right. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too. What are you insinuating, you vile... Stop, blackguard? But it's blackguard. It's really very simple. Yeah, but this is back then, Epic. They're not gonna do that shit. Exactly, yeah. Get charger on that. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. Fucking charge. If you're gonna charge it for murder, charge it for stealing. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce that there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can't seriously be suggesting. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? Oh, fuck. Dude, I did not. Detective, as I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. No. Yes. Bro, your fucking snow bunny did it. Order, order, order. What is the meaning of this, Inspector? The meaning of what, Prosecutor Aoichi? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Kazuma? This bro is coughing up. This dude is coughing up blood. Can we? Oh, shit. Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police. Oh, fucking why would we? They just hid a gigantic suspect from us. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary. Why? What do you mean? Unnecessary in what way? Just check if for especially when he's self-isolate from the world. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Ink. Step stool. I'm on trial for capital murder. I need your attorney skills. I'll get you off the hook, AJ. Wait, did you do it? Yes or no? I have to thank the student lawyer, actually. Never mind, I don't want to know, AJ. I don't want to know. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. This photographic print. Oh, we have another photo. Ah, there we... What the fuck is that? This print of a photographic... this print of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never... You can see right through to what's inside. Oh, it's see-through. Oh, look, there's the glass. The glass cup is inside, so she wasn't lying about that. But there's no gun. That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. Ugh. Bowl tattoo on the dude's hand? I was too busy looking at the bag. Oh, I don't even have it in evidence yet. As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that. Naru Holdo-san. Oh, I just fucked myself over. She poisoned and then shot him? What the fuck are you gonna do that with? How? Don't matter whether I did it or not, do your job. Do your fucking job. I'm not... Just get me off the hook. Say less, AJ, say less. Check the gun's caliber and the bullet casing is admitted listed barrel or be innocent and check the way the body for the direction the shot was fired from. Epic, you're thinking like modern nowadays, bro. Back then, they didn't even do autopsies, apparently. You're 1000% right. Just check the fucking ballistic markings on the bullet. We'll see that it didn't come from the gun I shot, but they don't know nothing back then. No, you're good, Seth. You're good. Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence as once. Here we go. Let me take a look at what you were saying, Noodles. Your Excellency, certainly. Photographic of a handbag. Taken by Hosonaga-san after the incident occurred, it shows Ms. Brent's handbag on the chair by the victim's table. Okay, let me see. Oh no, wait! Wait, I think you've had it long enough to cross-examine the witness. Wait. Oh, you're fucking right. But what does that have to do with anything? He's got a bull tattoo on his hand. It's just cool. That's interesting though, Nidus. I think, yeah, okay. That's gotta be something, bro. There's no way they put it there just... I don't think they had tattoos back there. Back in the day. An Englishman would not get a tattoo. What the fuck is that? That's gotta be something, bro. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Indeed, and there's only one logical conclusion. Let my brain go back a couple years. Good luck. Epic, it's tough. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime. No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around, I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Oh fuck, even Kazuma! Oh no! Kazuma? I'm sorry, Ryusuke. Oh shit, even look at his headband's not even moving. Oh, it's a GG's, bruh. It's a GG's. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What? You mean this is it? Oh, fuck. Don't laugh. I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat, while the strong eat. Ah! You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content, from the inside of your cell. This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime I didn't commit? And Kazuma. His dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. No. Kazuma. What? Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around? You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. No, bro, wait. Very well. I will now proceed immediately to the ruling. No, bro, no. It seems we'll be able to report to the British government on time after all. That smug little... He said what you said, Ink. Ryusuke Naruhodo, having considered all of the evidence placed before me,
yes!
I hear... Scared the shit out of me. Let's go. Wait, Your Excellency. Ryusuke. I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
Objection!
This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the court.
Yes!
Your Excellency... Oh, we're locked in! Just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, I mean, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
Objection!
This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print. Look at this photograph! All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence. You'd better know what you're doing, Ryusuke. I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. Let me inspect it. However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag. Ha, my thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it. Hey, Noodles, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna point out the bull. Very well, I will grant the defense on one final opportunity. What? But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear? I will bash you over the head with this fucking gavel. Yes, Your Excellency. So, take another look at this photographic print Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded. Oh, I gotta piss. I'm scared. But why this? What the fuck does this have to do with anything? Oh! It's not a fucking tattoo. Wait, what does that mean? That's a hot plate. How the fuck did that happen? Bro, you don't leave your hand there and go like, oh cool, I'm just getting branded. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this, but we're gonna go with it.
Yes!
But he couldn't eat noodles, he had a fucking root canal done. But if you're alive, look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description.
Objection!
Dear me, I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly it has nothing to do whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag. Yes, that is a burn mark, you're right. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. So does that mean somebody fucked with his body after the fact? However, as the prosecutor actually points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn. It's on his right hand, but he wasn't eating steak. He couldn't eat. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the dean and other university staff. No, don't let this bitch go. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. Oh. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway. What's your thinking on this, Ryusuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case? Yeah, it does have something to do with the case. To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, in the hope that I might uncover something useful. We're bluffing. Yes, you're right. I am? If we can just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again. Just give up, counsel. You can't possibly hope to do that. We will. Oh, we will. Indeed, I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence that irrefutably linked that burn in the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it. I would, yes. To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn, but as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Whoa. Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case. I got it. We got it. It's from the plate. We don't even know. They don't know it's from the plate. We know. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means. That means the body was fucked with. So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial. It's gotta be this, man.
Yes!
What's this, counsel? Yet another print? Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forevermore. Do hurry up, rookie. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable. Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer if you don't mind, Miss Brett. You see, it's very clearly visible in this other photograph. How did the victim come to have this unusually shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here forevermore. What? How?
Objection!
Okay, well, we're almost done. This is just... once this is over, we're done. You can't fool me with your little bluffs, boy. If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean. What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for the victim's burn? It's the hot plate. Look at that shit.
Yes!
Behind his stream. The beefsteak? Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on. The plate? Your Excellency, are you alright? As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. This emblem on the plate. And the victim's burn are exactly the same shape. Ryunsuke, you genius! You're spot on. Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant. So what the fuck does that mean? So did he not die by a gunshot? Seth, I think you might have fucking called it. He was killed another way, but why go through the trouble of making it look like a gunshot? If you're gonna poison the guy, poison and dip before anybody notices that he's dead. Why? We can't know if it happened on the day in question or not. It could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time. No, that's impossible. Well,
Objection!
Sadly, Prosecutor Uichi, the chances of that are extremely slim. Thanks. Why? The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hosonaga? Yeah, he would have been screaming. So he wasn't alive when that burn happened. I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly. But I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. Yeah, it's fresh. And although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure. Can you be more specific, Inspector? Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds. It's inconceivable that the victim wouldn't have let out a scream of pain. He was fucking dead. I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of Le Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation. Part-time detective. But you're a detective, not a waiter.
Yes!
Oh, I see. I see, Seth. Big brain shit, there you have it. Something isn't right here. As the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Yeah, the first stream we did, first game, yeah, we did 2, I think we did 2 cases in one night. Or at least like 1 case and then like half of the other one. This is still the first case. And yet Inspector Hosonaga never heard the professor scream. Not on that day or any before it. That's right. And the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either. What are you suggesting? Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day, that would be beyond careless, I think, counsel. Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antiques dealer, all of us would without any question have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Aoji? He was eating the steak. He wasn't eating the steak, Noodles. We do have a medical, history of him having, dental done an hour before he met up with Brett to eat. But it does confirm that he was facing another way. There's something weird fucking going on, bro. Besides the fact that it happened, it had to have happened while he was dead. Because he would have screamed otherwise, right? He would have reacted. So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream? Because he was already... I almost don't believe it. Ryunsky, do you think... Here we go. Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but I'm starting to think that maybe we've been led into a terrible trap. There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense of this apparent impossibility. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn of his wrist, Dr. Wilson... he was already fucking dead. He had to have been dead, bro. There's no way. No man could remain silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible. Apart from in one particular situation. Counsel, what are you suggesting? Yes, it's only possible if the man was already dead. Already dead? She's not even reacting. Yeah, she fucking did it. Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation. When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead. That's madness. It's not madness, bro. It's Sparta. It's Japan. Order, please. Counsel, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot. That's right. That's absolutely right, Your Excellency. This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student. Clearly, he has no grasp of the facts.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Alucci, it's you who has no grasp of the facts. No, you, he said. I beg your pardon. As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at a restaurant, this whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? He was romantically involved with a British bitch, so he ordered a steak for himself, tried to share with her, but then the laws of the universe killed him for trying to fuck a British... Wait, noodles. Wait, the dude that died was also British. The dude that died was also a Brit. But she was studying under him, I think. Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it's true, as we now believe, that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Ms. Brett knows something about it. Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. This is the first fucking case! I'm sorry to say, Ms. Brett, that you will have to forget your luncheon engagement. Yep, you're here to stay, bitch. But, Your Excellency, the justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment. Thank you, Your Excellency. What? What was that smile? Yes, of course. We're getting better at understanding your English. We're getting better. I think this is showing that Ryunosuke is picking up on her English more and more. I mean, I'd be delighted to help. This bitch can't speak Japanese. No shit. If you're over here studying, then why did you... Then why... Yeah, bruh. She's lying. She's... Yeah. Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours. Wait. You, your fucking chicken hat. Woo! Ah, Miss Brett, you speak Japanese? Well, of course I do. I'm studying in your country after all. Then why did you... But then, why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now? My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible. That's gotta be racist. Bitch has gotta be racist. Vulgar, huh? Okay. But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. Yep. Okay. So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level. Oh shit, she's doubling down. Oh shit. Oh. Well. You are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman. Bruh. Hey, ouch, you can this is hopeless. We are truly honored by this, the lavish consideration you so graciously afford us. Yeah, this dude needs help. Yeah, this dude needs help. I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I want to ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson. So we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke. This is case 1. This is the first fucking case. Get off the titty. The victim's death. Oh, the music's kicking up. Here we go. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. You weren't fucking kidding, Seth. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. And she was privy to that information. She took advantage of how backwards we're not even there with you motherfuckers yet. She took advantage of that. They said earlier that they're not doing autopsies here in Japan yet. They're doing that in the UK. Here in Japan, as of right now, a police officer just looks at the body and goes like, "Yup, bitch was shot." They don't cut the dude open. They don't test the blood. It's a cool as fuck language, Inc. Cool as fuck. Hit her with the guillotine. A medical student too, bro. The most captivating and beautiful testimony will go on down in Supreme Court's history. Okay. Alright, hey Judge, not you two. Easy does it. Easy does it. I hope that is the last time I'll have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. I had to throw a brick. I had to grab a brick. I got pretty good aim. Ryunosuke's got good aim. I feel like he can throw a brick. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. Look at poor Hosonaga. Look at Satoru over there. Dude's coughing up blood and he's so fucking sad to be next to this. Dude, just walk away. You're not needed anymore. Get away from this thing. Not at all. This fucking simp. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. And it seems very clear from your testimony that this is the boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant. Oh! I'll be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today. Minister of Justice? This bitch gonna talk to the manager? Ash is a Karen? May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen? This bitch goes to church. Yeah, bro. Thanks? Was that a prayer then? Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination now. Stay on business. Stand on business, Kazuma. I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much. He's hyping me up, even when I'm not even fucking believing in myself. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Counsel, that this will be your final... Here we go. Here we go. Final cross-examination. Let's do it. Let's bring it home. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear? Lock in, Ryunosuke. Yes, Your Excellency. Then you may proceed with the cross-examination. We're in. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you know what, Seth? That's why she took the cup. The fucking poison is in the cup. I don't know how to prove it, though. Unfortunately, I have no idea what the poor man burned his wrist like that. Press everything.
Yes!
But his hand was on the searing hot plate for at least 3 whole seconds. You can't not have noticed. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Sorry? Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trousers of yours has been wide open. Why you looking, bitch? You can't not have noticed, can you? Huh? What? Ah! My dick be hanging out! Ha! What fun. You hadn't realized. The dear lady is absolutely right. As your friend, you've embarrassed me as well as yourself, Ryunosuke. Why didn't you tell me? He ain't looking. He doesn't love me. Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brains imagine such a thing? Oh yes, I think my tiny brain can. Oh, this dude likes this shit.
Yes!
He couldn't. Well, I can't. Anyway. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast.
Yes!
As you've testified before, you were drinking carbonated water, is that right? Dr. Wilson was only permitted to drink water at the time, if you remember, which explains why he ordered the drink, correct, waiter? Yeah? Exactly as you say, sir. Although? Whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table, I'm afraid I don't remember that. Damn you. Oh, I have enough English to understand that, at least. For the benefit of others in the court, it means bless you. Stupid. I think it means the exact opposite. Anyway. Sorry. Yeah, Noodles, I think he loves this shit. That day at the beginning, it was, as far as I've heard, the postmortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot.
Yes!
Yes, it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma. Yes. Luckily for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't going to kill us. And as there were no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, it could only have been the bullet from your gun that put an end to this innocent man's life. But it doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away, when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. If it had cooled even slightly, we wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. Fuck, that's true! And if the victim burned his wrist on the hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, then he must have already been dead at that point.
Objection!
When the fuck did I talk to him then? Before they ate? And yet, the fact is that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you're able to show the court evidence to disprove that, that is a complete waste of time. Okay, I hate this fucking guy, but he's not wrong, dude. He's not wrong. I concur. Prosecutor Oluchi is right. Ugh. He's not wrong, bro. We know what happened, we just can't, we don't have the evidence. If some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Yeah, bro, I got nothing, man.
Yes!
Without leaving a trace. If someone is shot, or strangled, or stabbed, or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on a body. Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga? As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation. There would be physical traces with all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. Fucking poison, bro! If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? Oh no, perish the thought, calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question? On my honor, I, Takatsuchi Aoichi, will cut down any who dare cast such as... Alright. Now dude wants to fight. Now he wants to fight. No, it's fucking this. Yeah, the picture of the glass. I got a commercial for Taco Bell. Yeah, we're almost done. This is the final cross-examination. This is it. This is it. A way of killing someone that leaves no trace. We need some evidence to back us up here. Evidence, yes. Let me finish pressing. Last press. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick it up. Yeah, this is why she did it. This is how she thought she was gonna get away with it.
Yes!
Inferior? What do you mean by that? In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so? Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. What the fuck did he just... What the fuck was that? It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about that as I can, you can understand. Yeah, okay, bitch. Ah, killer blow. The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful. Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Oichi is finally starting to see sense. I very much doubt that. Still, there's something about that what his breath just said. Why did homie start coughing? There was a moment before where something didn't seem quite right. Look at him. Tell me, ask Crow. What do you think, Ryunosuke? I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information. Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or cross-examination would be over. But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma. What, Ryunosuke? There is one thing I noticed, something that's been bothering me. Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? Actually, no. Yeah. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosonaga. The detective? Yes, he seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant, if it might present an opening maybe. Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time, if you think so, but this time, instead of targeting the woman herself. Let's see what we can get out of the detective. Alright then, I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose, once I press Ms. Brett on her last statement again. Okay. I went too far. What does he know, bro? What the fuck did he see? Get another one for the bald guy? You want him under the guillotine too? Alright, we gotta press him and see what happens. See what we can get out of the detective. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Ink, of course they did.
Yes!
Okay. You investigate? Quite right. Exactly. There we go. We got that right there. Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why? Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Ms. Brett as her interpreter. But things are very difficult now. Or different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity. What do you mean? When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down. You're right, look at him, he's lost in his own thoughts. It's time to pursue the man in his train of thought. Sorry, pursue. I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It's all to do with the witness's marker. The speech bubble. At the moment we're focused... Oh, this is a new mechanic. At the moment we're focused on this Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement. Oh shit, okay, but by moving the marker left and right, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand. While you're looking at other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them. If you can catch the person just at the right time, you might uncover some new information. Okay. This is new. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on stand, take a good look around. Alright then, so first I should move the marker across with, and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with A and see what's on his mind. Here we go. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, violence may be lost. Okay. Let me move. This dude looks fucked up. Good night, Epic. Good night. Yeah, it's almost 2 AM for me too. Oh, good night, Ink. I think my favorite character was I think we can lose a day, but later help. Yep. Seth and MGS lore, Ocelot is. I'm not gonna lie, he might be the realest one.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. What's the meaning of this? Excuse me. Good night, Epic. Thanks for hanging out. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his thoughts. Deeply. It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say. If there's something you'd like to say, please, share it with the court.
Objection!
What's the meaning of this? It's the delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment, okay? If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately. Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by the Miss Barrett? Go on. Well, yes. If you don't mind, I would like to speak. The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain, which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. What do you really mean by that? What the fuck you do, brother? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. W, he fucking took something. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. A crime scene thief? Well, looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there. Take this, for example. Is that... This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it. One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it. Wait a fucking minute, dude. Did you drink from the bottle? Is that why he's coughing up blood? I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. Miss Brett, can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death? Yes, it was that bottle. What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel. You may resume the cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. A smidgen of dust to ease up. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his... Okay, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait. The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yeah, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to friends and ask. You could just say that you don't know. You could just say that you don't know. Fuck, there's nothing in this. Well, nothing really jumping at me. So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. Don't drink. No. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. No, Ryunosuke, you can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke, in more ways than one. We almost died. I wonder, could there be anything in this water? What's the matter? You've gone quite quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. The bottom of it? So this carbonated water is the last drink. Oh yeah. Okay, okay, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. She poisoned the water hole. For most postmortem for no possible other way man's life can be taken leaving a trace, please do show me. Should I present the bottle? The underside of the bottle. I did. The thing is, MJ, there's nothing like visibly wrong with it. See, this is the underside. You see? I'm just gonna present the bottle. Please do show me.
Yes!
I think we got it. What is this? The bottle of water? Actually, there's one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? She did. Yeah, she did, Seth. 1000%. Order, order, order. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Typo. Jezzo Brett, it was you. It was you.
Objection!
This is outrageous. This suggests such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime. What? What? The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth. If I may, I will silence you forever for this disgraceful... Damn! It is you who should be silent. Of course. Oh, he loves this shit, dear lady. Oh, he loves this. Where did that come from? She just snapped. I'm afraid I may have misspoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies. I'm sorry, my lady, to what are you referring? I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector. And whether it contained poison or not. You did? You did? You did. Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it, so we can test for... Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. And what did you find? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country. Oh, wait a fucking minute. At this present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water. Wait a minute. Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No, wait a minute. In this country. Wait a minute. We're forgetting she is a foreign exchange student. I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. I don't like the way she said that. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you. But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours. I was so sure. This can't be right. everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Thank you, counsel. I think the cross-examination is over, as the prosecution have asserted a shot to the chest from the gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for. Oh no. The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience that has caused you, Miss Brett. Oh no, I'm just glad the matter is resolved. Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point? Fuck. Kazuma? It's almost done. We're getting there. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more. Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving. No, no, bro, don't let her go. No. Who the fuck is that? Maya? Oh shit! Please, wait. Is that? What is the meaning of this? Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense. Mikotoba? Oh, you're... Oh, is that your daddy? You're his daughter? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a fur shiki cloth. I don't know what that is. Sounds cool. Wait, what do you mean? No, bro, what do you mean? This is the first fucking... I'm done, bro. I think I'm done. I don't want to end it like this. I want to see what happens, but, bro, this is the first holy shit. I think we gotta call it quits, bro. This case has arcs. Dude. Holy fuck, man. This is insane. This is insane, bro. Oh, man. Oh. This is the... Man. I can't believe it. I mean... Look, Noodles, I'll tell you this, bro. Usually, these cases can go for a maximum of 3 days. I'm talking about day 1, we investigate. Then we go to court. Day 2, we investigate. Go to court. Day 3, we investigate, and then we go to court for the last day. They go on for much, much longer than this. Much longer. I don't know. I'm not gonna continue. We'll pick this up next time. It's getting late, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to finish this shit. I did not expect the first case to be this fucking long and good. Bro, I'm locked in. I love everything so far, man. The music is great. I love like all the attention to details. I like how nervous they made Ryunosuke for the beginning. For like a large portion of this first, like, you know, like he doesn't know anything. Kazuma's a baddie. Dude's just always backing us up. Aiuchi's a fucking simp, as always. And our villain, Miss Brett, she's a piece of shit. Man. 2 streams for the first case. Do you believe that? It's crazy that the next time we stream this, it is gonna be ending the first case and probably getting halfway through the second case. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so technically 2 streams for case 1. Jesus, man. But yeah, I'm gonna call... Oh, you're getting your braces removed on Friday? Let's go, Seth. Fuck yeah, dude. Tomorrow ain't gonna be this, so probably Friday. I don't think Friday. Maybe Saturday. Because Friday I plan on playing with Bear. Dude, no, Friday I'm going to be live twice. So Friday I'm going to be live in the afternoon for Summer's Game Fest, which is like kind of E3. There was a state of play today that I missed. But we're going to be live for Summer's Game Fest at 1 on Friday. And then we'll go live again at night, most likely playing with Bear. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. There's 2 games here. We're gonna get through this. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for hanging out with me. Thank you for all the likes and the follows. Please keep having a good rest of your night, morning, day, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Please keep having a good one. I'll catch you guys next time. Good night, MJ. Good night, Seth. Good night, Noodles. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Good night.